but mommy's gonna help. This one, if we put too much. Quick, take a bite. Take a bite. Ow. Oh, and chicken? Okay, we're gonna open the banana. Can you peel that and put it in there? Good job. Mash, mash, mash. That almost fell right off. You do one?
Yeah.
Okay, I do one. Light. With your hands, open it up. Let me help you.
I'll do it.
Let me help you.
No, you do yours.
Okay, I'll do mine. Okay, I go hit, 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 and then over the bowl, open it up. Okay, guys, go over the bowl. Oh, woo! That went everywhere. Good job. Yeah, oh. You got yolk on you. Okay, and then we're gonna put a little vanilla.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you can do it. But mommy's gonna help.
Hey!
This one, if we put too much. You what? Smell it. You can smell it. Okay, pour that in. One more. Okay. Can you pour that in?
No.
Can you mix it?
Yeah.
Okay, mix, mix, mix. Good job. Mix, mix, mix.
I'll do it.
This is hot. Oh, that could have been bad. Put the flour in. Whoop. That one in. You do that. Oh, good job. And then we need a little pinch of sea salt. Okay. Yeah, shake. Oh. Oh no, it's not yummy yet. Let's mix it because it's gonna be yummy. Do we want blueberries in our pancakes? You want blueberries? And you eat them too? Okay. I'm gonna move this so we don't knock it off the table. That was, I can't believe that almost happened.
Oh, is that the mouth? Yeah. I eat it.
Cheese. I'll put it on your hand underneath. Okay, a little salt.
Also,
Just a little bit.
I eat it.
You eat salt? I don't know about that. Not all of them.
See?
Here, 3. One more. Yeah, if you want more.
None.
Want more? Okay.
None.
Okay, one more.
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go.
No.
Like that?
Yeah.
How do you want it? Like that?
No.
How do you want it? Like this? Big?
No. I ate that.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, like that. Do you want maple syrup?
Yeah.
Right next to Seiji. Good job. 2, 3. Woo. There you go.
Kiwi in my lunch?
Yes, of course.
I had kiwi. No.
You want more? Whoa, you got big appetite today. You got room in that tummy? Do you want water? Yeah, he's hungry. Okay, say all done.
All done.
Show mommy. All done.
All done.
Oh, you messy boy. Oh, you're heavier. You feel heavier. So now that I have a chance to actually talk with you guys, I swear when we wake up, it's like milky and then straight to like breakfast, get the kids fed. And every morning looks different. I do try to switch up what they have for breakfast because I don't want them to get bored of it. And this guy will eat BACON like every single day, and if I let him. So I'm trying to like take a little break from that. Today we did pancakes. Some days it's yogurt bowls. I actually did a whole video of what my kids eat for breakfast in a week. I'll link that here if you guys want to check that out. Sometimes he helps out with breakfast. Sometimes it's just like, go play while mommy does this so I can do it quick. He really had a good appetite today. I really don't stress if he doesn't eat everything on his plate. Him just sitting down, getting ready for the meal is a win for me. And I talk about this a lot, but like, their appetites are gonna go up and down. They're growing at different rates every single week. And like, if he had a big dinner, he's not gonna be as hungry for breakfast. Like every meal is different. You wanna get Buzz Lightyear? So every meal is different. So a clean plate for me is not a successful meal time. It's really, did he try what's on his plate? Is he eating until his tummy is happy? So we use a lot of sign language like more and all done to communicate. Now he obviously can, you know, tell me what he wants. I do feel like that has helped create just him like being intuitive with his body and listening to when he's full. And I really try not to like force anything, because honestly with a 2-year-old, you can't force them to eat. It's really just provide them options and then let them choose for themselves if they're hungry or not. And I'm gonna give some tips throughout the video on what I do to help make sure that he does have an appetite for his main meals. You need Jessie now? Look at this alfalfa hair. One of the things I do to make sure that he is hungry and has good naps and bedtime is make sure he's just like playing, moving, active, get outside. So right now it's just like his independent playtime, and then he is gonna go outside and get some fresh air. And then I will meet back for his lunch, which I gotta figure out what I'm gonna make him. I do have groceries getting delivered right now, so I'm gonna go get those and do a little work, and then we'll meet back here at lunchtime. Big scoop of rice. For lunch, I'm gonna make my Go Fish cakes. It's actually a recipe in my Toddler HealthNut cookbook. I will link it down below, but it's really easy. You just use some canned, you can do tuna or salmon. And I've done it too with like fresh salmon, like leftover salmon's really good. And it's just an easy way to get your kids to try fish, because it kind of feels like a chicken nugget, but like seafood. You just make it all in one bowl, and then we'll pan fry it on the stove. I already have some rice cooking, we'll do that. The nice thing about this recipe is you'll make extra, so I'll have lunch for tomorrow or the next day as well, and it freezes really easily too. Same thing with the rice, I like to make extra so I have rollover leftovers for the next couple of days. So I'm just gonna drain this and then we'll mix it all up. What are you doing? Mayonnaise. I'm gonna pan fry these. I like to just do them all at once, or just a couple minutes on each side. And I wanna talk about the pots and pans that I'm using, because I get asked all the time which ones I love, especially for people looking for non-toxic options that actually last. Once you start learning about cookware, it can be a little confusing because a lot of the pans and options out there are made with a chemical called PTFE, which is also known as Teflon. That is a forever chemical and something you definitely don't want to be cooking your food on. That's one of the reasons why I switched to using Caraway. They're actually sponsoring today's video. I've been using their pots and pans now for almost 2 years. Caraway is a non-toxic kitchenware brand, and their cookware is ceramic coated and made without forever chemicals, which means I don't have to worry about these chemicals getting into the food that I'm cooking for my family. When it comes to cookware, not only do you want it to be functional, but also beautiful. It's a part of your kitchen. Not only do they have beautiful colors, but they also have matching containers. Like, are you kidding me? The ceramic coating is naturally slick, so you don't have to use a ton of oil or butter when cooking, which is healthier for you, and it makes cleanup a breeze. Food just literally slides right off of it, so nothing is sticking and getting caked on, which makes things easier as a parent, one less thing to clean. They also come with a unique storage system, which means your pots and pans are gonna last even longer. A couple of fish cakes. I need like a fruit on the side. Okay, we got leftovers from breakfast. Oh, and he likes sauce on his rice. Little tamari. Ooh. Ooh. If you're thinking about finally switching out your cookware to a non-toxic option, I can't recommend getting the Caraway cookware set like I did. It comes with a pan for frying, sauteing, sauces, and a Dutch oven, plus lids for them all and organizers for storage. You'll save 20% off when you bundle, plus you can stack my code on the screen to save additional 10% off. You can actually use that code site-wide on any other products you see on their site. I like to just get these straight into the containers so I don't have to use extra dishes. I'll just let these cool and then put them in the fridge for later in the week. This is like a sushi fish cake. You'll like it, you've had them before. No, dinosaur, that's for Oakley. That's Oakley's food.
Yeah.
No, dinosaur, I'm gonna eat it.
Oh, that was mine.
Yeah, Oakley, eat it. Quick, Oakley, take a bite. Quick, take a bite. Take a bite. Well, we got 2 bites so far. Okay, let's see. Eat it. I'm gonna eat it. That's my favorite. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. That's my favorite. Oh no. Okay. You want another one? Oh no. Okay, leave some for me. There you go. Okay, one more fish. Okay. Oh, don't let dinosaur see that. One of the things I've been switching out with Oakley's like mealtime routine is completely removing his morning snack, especially because I'm gonna do a whole sleep video coming soon, but he basically goes to bed for his nap a little bit earlier and he eats lunch at 11:30, meaning that between breakfast and lunch, it's not that long of a window. And I find when I give him a morning snack, he's like not that into lunchtime. So by completely removing it, he is way more likely to actually be hungry for his lunchtime and eat what I serve him. So you don't need to do snacks all day long. Sometimes they can sabotage your meals. Oakley's up from his nap and I figured we could do some baking together, but I'm kind of done cooking right now, so I'm just gonna let my assistant do the job. You gonna do all the work?
Yeah.
Does it taste good or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Now I can do it.
You want me to help?
Yeah. I eat the same Toddler.
Okay, eat the spoon.
Isn't it?
You want peanut butter on a plate?
Yeah.
Okay, you want banana too?
Yeah.
And you squeeze it right here. Squeeze it. Like this and squeeze it. And the peanut butter. One of Oakley's go-to snacks is Greek yogurt. What do you like on your yogurt?
Honey.
Honey. So just a little tip for reducing the amount of sugar that's in kids' foods, especially like those fruit, you got peanut butter in your hair, especially those like fruit flavored yogurt cups and stuff. They're so high in sugar, which is like fine for once in a while, but it's easy as a parent to think, oh, this is a healthy snack, it's yogurt, but it's really candy that you're feeding your kid. So what I like to do is just buy plain unsweetened stuff and then sweeten it myself with better quality sweeteners like maple syrup, honey. At least those have some benefits to them as opposed to just straight
Salty.
sugar.
Salty.
Salty?
Yeah.
Do you want honey?
Yeah.
If you can get local raw honey, even better, but I just got the Costco stuff right now. There you go. We need to go to a farm and get some. Muffins still have about 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna do a little tidy up. We'll take them out, they'll cool, and maybe he'll have a snack too. Now, when it comes to snacks and dinner, my rule of thumb is just no snacks within an hour of dinner time. So if we usually now eat dinner at like 5:30, I'll just make sure like 4:30 is the cutoff, and not to overdo it with the snacks, because it's easy just to be like, you know, here you go all afternoon, and then they're not hungry for dinner times. When we're at home, I really try to focus on whole food snacks instead of packaged stuff. Obviously, like we still reach for that stuff too, but if we're out of the house, that's when I will try to do a mixture of packaged snacks and like a packed like bento box or something. Is that good? Yeah, it's good. Mwah. And like, for instance, yogurt would be a messy thing to eat on the go, but at home, go at it. All right, mommy's gonna tidy up. You eat your yogurt parfait. Okay, muffins are done. I'm gonna let them cool for a sec before Oakley tries them. He's already had 2 bowls of yogurt parfait and he's still hungry. He's a growing boy. Some days he has like a crazy appetite. Other days he's like maybe eats 1 full meal. So I really don't stress about it. As long as I am offering him food, if he's hungry, he will eat. I say this all the time to parents who are really stressed that their kids are not eating, 3 full meals a day plus snacks, but like sometimes they're just not as hungry. I don't stress with it if my kids are tracking at a normal weight for their age. Otherwise, I just let them, some days they don't want to eat, some days they want to eat everything. So every day is different. I'm gonna let these cool for a sec and then I will pop them out on a cooling rack to fully cool before Oakley eats them. You can add things like blueberries or chocolate chips to them or something, but I just have them as is. I feel like we need a break sometimes from chocolate. I feel like every muffin I make these days has chocolate in it. So I'm fingers crossed that he still likes these. Also, I think these would be perfect for Easter because they're orange and you could put like a really yummy cream cheese frosting on top. That would be so good. I know it feels like we just had afternoon snack, but dinner happens really early here. Growing up, I used to have dinner so late and now it's 5:30. And honestly, if I don't do an early dinner, the kids are ravenous, okay? And then they basically just eat a bunch of snacks and then skip dinner, and I'm not about that. So we are an early dinner family now, which feels crazy being a child that we definitely had dinner at like 8 o'clock every single night. So I'm doing an easy dinner tonight because I'm actually going, you're done? Okay, I'm actually going to the movies with some mom friends. We're doing an earlier show at like 6:50, so like feed the kids, get myself ready, and then I'm out. Daddy, you're doing bedtime routine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little worried because Oakley really only lets me put him down for his naps and bedtime right now. I think probably because he's still breastfed. We're gonna try it out and hopefully, Matt just surprised him with like a little people set of like Toy Story characters. So I'm just gonna cut these into wedges, and I saw a fun hack on how to make them super crispy. Yeah. Who likes Toy Story?
Yeah.
We are in our Toy Story era, okay? And there's a new one coming in June and we're really excited. When you're a parent, their movies become your movies, so you become just as obsessed with them as they are. So we're gonna actually do a little hack today and get these really crispy. I'm gonna first soak them in ice cold water for a little bit just to get rid of some of the starch. This is dinner time, always gets a little noisy. Sage is gonna be home from school soon. It's the 2 hours when you start your day and 2 hours before you end it. That's just like go, go, go when you have kids. So my toddler, like many other toddlers, loves fries, but we're not gonna have that every single day. So what I do is I call these potato fries, which really they're just potato wedges, and we get them nice and crispy and we call them fries. Sometimes it's just changing the names up of what you serve your kids that will make them more likely to actually try it. Guys, I'm sharing all my tips and tricks in this video. Going with boiling water. We need a bigger strainer. So for protein, I'm actually gonna do some prepared pre-cooked chicken because not everything needs to be made from scratch for it to be homemade and healthy. I really just look at ingredients. So I like that this one has extra virgin olive oil, and there are some extra things like natural flavor that I'm like, it doesn't need to be in there, but for the most part, it's not a bad product. And we had these when we were in Florida. Oakley loved them. If you didn't watch my recent hacks video here, I actually shared how, for some reason, meat on a stick food on a stick, actually, kids are more likely to eat it. And Oakley, up until this point, before I started serving chicken kebabs, he was like to the chicken, and now he likes it if it's on a stick. So it opened up his palate to trying chicken. And a lot of kids don't love chicken, which is a shame because, you know, it's such a good basic to have in rotation. These are already pre-cooked, so super easy. I'm literally just gonna pop them on a pan, heat them up in the oven. You can also do it on a barbecue once it starts getting warmer, but we have like, it's literally snowing right now, so spring feels nowhere near. This is like the easiest dinner ever. Like the hardest part was just cutting up the potatoes. Dinner's done, and Mommy's going to the movies, okay? Mama's out. Look at that, everything in. You excited?
Yeah, and chicken.
Oh, and chicken? No, try those. Sage loves those. These are dinosaur food. That's dinosaur food. Do you want to check if Forky likes it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go get Forky. Forky.
Yeah.
Forky. Can Forky try asparagus?
There you go.
Is that good?
You don't want the fries in the ketchup? Ketchup.
I don't like it.
You want more chicken? I got more chicken.
No.
Okay. You full? Tummy's full?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was a day. Not only did I feed my 2-year-old all day, but now I have a bunch of leftovers that I can pack up and have for later during the week. Don't forget to check out Caraway and their cookware set, which is the one I recommend getting. You're gonna save 20% when you bundle, plus you can stack my code on the screen and save an additional 10% off, which you can also use that code to shop other products on their site. I'm gonna have everything linked down below for you guys to check out. Also, if you wanna see more videos like this, what I'm feeding my kids and what our meals as a family look like, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to do more videos like this on rotation. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.